She hurt herself.
No, get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the fucking car there!
On your back. You'll go again. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands
Okay.
behind your back.
Oh my god!
Put your hands.
She hurt herself.
No, get out the car. Get out the car.
facts and transparency. Tune in, stay strong, the fight for what's right. Tune in, stay.
Taser, taser, taser. Get out the car.
Oh yeah! Nothing we call it out with facts and transparency. Tune in, stay strong, let's fight for what's right. Tune in, stay strong, join the fight. MFTV, 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 shining truth to light. MFTV, MFTV.
Why are you laughing and smiling?
She hurt herself.
Can you fix my problem?
No, get out the car. Get out the car.
Joe.
Shining truth light. MFTV, 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 shining truth light. MFTV, MFTV, MFTV.
Taser, taser, taser.
And here we are with Kelei. Starting to look like a podcast around here, huh?
You know, we got things set up. We know how to do this. This ain't our first rodeo, you know.
Shall we have a poulet led by Kelei?
Yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. I have a special guest joining us today who knows a lot about Kelei and situations prior to May 5th. You know, another powerful wahine. So I invited her on, asked if she was doing anything, and she's like, oh, she has a store, she's an accountant, she's worked for a bank, she's in the military, like, you know, she's got some great qualities, and she definitely does not like police brutality.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking as I was making that intro video that I need to charge the state more in emotional damage because, like, my whole body starts shaking, like, because
That's
we got to make
Well,
that
yeah,
video.
well,
People got to hear it
that's-
again and again.
that's why we have to release the information, because for the people, they're not getting full transparency. And if the Honolulu Police Department, the prosecutor's office, right, the public defender's office, you know, who else is left? City and county. Oh, back to the state. You know, it's not rocket science to figure out. The state is trying to hold me accountable for assaulting a police officer, right? And driving without a driver's license, when it all started from citation. I was never driving. They have no body cam footage that they submitted, which is incomplete discovery.
Right.
Okay.
Well, they had no due process, right? Like they didn't properly read you your rights.
They didn't do anything right. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
and they had
audit
no
what happened
just
to
cause, right?
No just cause. Because I wasn't doing anything criminal. I wasn't breaking the constitutional laws. Where I was sitting in a company car doing ministry work. I mean, so just, yeah, I was doing ministry work, and the company car is $152,000 Mercedes Benz. It's not just some jacked up, you know, like,
Yeah, you didn't look like some gangster out there.
I mean, I
Right.
do look like a gangster to them. I look Chinese, you know.
Yeah, they said you're 4'11", 300-pound Chinese, was it? What did they say?
I was
You
like,
got
Joe
the
be liking them
chopsticks today too.
Joe be liking them plump ones, you know what I mean? Like, hello. Joe's kind of like more in the fit. He likes, fit people who are going to become fit. He's trying to get his health together, longevity. And so, of course, he's going to want to be around somebody who's not just like sloppy and sitting around.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you gotta like do some like training in the gym to prepare for the next fight. Right? Like,
I mean, I'm already training. I don't even go to the gym. I go to the beach. I go to the sun. I go to the water. This is my Kanaka roots. You know what I mean? Like, my Kanaka roots is not inside of a building, which is what I was trying to teach everybody since I've been coming home, right? Io is in me. Io is in you. Source is in us, right? On a spiritual level. But everyone wants to be, something that somebody else has, I guess, portrayed longer than, and what the science has proven is it's not fucking working. You know what I mean? Like it's
right.
not, it's not, I mean, if it were so, if it were so and it was working, then there would be a reduction in crime, there would be a quality of living improvement, there
Yeah.
would be
Not more of the
the
same.
people or just increasingly getting worse, you know what I mean? And then having fake news cover it and so that the state is really the human trafficker, right?
Yeah, so let's
So
after my noodles, let's get into that with the with designing the timeline. But maybe let's just chat about it, right? Like, and maybe try to like kind of slow it down and break it down for people. Like this whole birth certificate thing that we see on YouTube videos. I've met so many people in person that like and see them using it. This stuff is real. So
yeah,
maybe you want to like
there's
kind of break it
yeah,
down for people who have no idea what we're even talking about.
okay, well let's take it a step back then, because most people don't know that we were abducted at birth through a legal instrument. Okay. And so imagine finding that out and then trying to go to your oppressor, right? And it took a lot of years, it took multiple generations for the people that even were before us who could show us, or people who were born and just was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it myself. You know what I mean? Like it took generations because these systems have been around for a very long time. And so generational programming, in a sense. Um, and I
So
think
like
that
the
that's
birth
where,
thing, right? Like we use all these like navy and maritime laws, right? Like a vessel. Your mother is the vessel for the
okay, well,
child that
let's go
enters the
into Pune.
world through
Let's
the
go into
birth
Pune.
canal.
Let's slow down real quick. Let's go into
So they use all
Pune.
these words to like put us under
Ikuma!
maritime law, right?
Yes, you're not wrong. So let's back up really quickly and let's get into our spiritual realm real quick, because we're going to talk about a lot of things that obviously, like we want to have spiritual protection over what we're talking about. And as the minister of the Queen Iconic Ministries and a child of EO born in Oahu, I this is my belief system, right? And I just what I pray for everyone is to have clarity so that there's less confusion, so that there can be aloha, so that there can be healing. A lot of people are misguided right now, so I ask you to give clarity, and guidance, and that people who are hearing our message can align with what we're talking about, because we know the reason why we've gone into this purpose mission is because it is about the children. And if you're not for the children, then what possibly could you be for? What possibly is more important than the children and making sure that they are protected where you live? Right. And
Yeah.
so we are on this mission, this divine mission that is both challenging and rewarding at the same time. And so, you know, a lot of people have been in a life of unclarity. A lot of people have been in a life of what they call haole, right? And
The
so we want
Matrix.
people to have aloha, right? We want, and a lot of people don't understand. Aloha means discernment. It's consciously conscious. It's not just all the fluff and the good things, it's literally having discernment.
Yeah, I've
And
been told that aloha is the opposite of haole, actually. Like the living,
that's,
animating breath of our creator, Keakua, God, Eo, whatever people want to call that, the universe, stardust.
yeah, I mean,
We're made of stardust, right?
We are. We are made of stardust too.
We're children of the
And
stars.
dude, that's how do you think that we get, our quantum field technology to radiate and emit quantum resonance around us, right? How do we know that what we're talking about now that clarity has begun to come in because people were intentionally requesting it, from creator, from because if you ask, you shall receive, right? A lot of people they ask, but they don't really want to know, and so they block the flow, and
Yeah, or
it's
not ask in a way that you really want to get the answer, like kind of virtue signal ask, not really ask.
well, and there's a start, but then you have to
Yeah.
become clear with your system, your now, your nervous system has to start clearing away, and a lot of stuff, which is why I always ask for clarity for everyone is it's easier to start from a position of, yes, I don't know everything. I may know a lot. I may be the expert at this or that, but, like maybe I should just stop and like, this actually sounds like it's resonating, because
Right.
we know that there's a global conscious awareness. There's a huge awakening since 2020. Huge awakening since 2020 on a global consciousness about a lot of things that were suppressed for, let's just call it, we'll just start with what 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years
You don't
ago,
want to
50
talk
years
about
ago.
that 1,000 years of Tartarian history that got deleted, or Lemuria. Okay, we won't talk about those yet.
Not,
We'll
not,
just
on, not on this section.
not
'Cause,
not on
they're
this
gonna think it's,
episode.
oh my God, they're
Do your homework,
conspiracy
guys, and we'll talk about it next
theorists.
time or next
But what we
next
will,
time.
we'll talk about facts that had happened. This happened to me, a person, a real life soul, and Andrew is right. What many people don't know is across the world, we've been occupied by the state and their jurisdiction.
Their false claim to jurisdiction over our living souls
But we have
that
other
have
people that can teach
innumerable
that
and
class.
unalienable rights. Oh, carry on, carry on. Just saying.
Which
Got my
which
Hello
we're not.
Kitty
Well, and
coffee.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing for everyone listening, like especially like, I'm 45 in the Gregorian calendar year. What are you?
Just turned 43.
Okay, so
42
we're
is the
very.
number of roads I walked down. Hint for
How
anybody, bonus
many
points for anybody who knows
roads
what
a
that was
man
about.
walk down?
Yes,
So it's like our
yes,
generation, right? That's waking up to all of us. We speak a very similar language, right? Like the 40s-year-olds, the 30-year-olds. People are doing things differently than in the industrial age today. And so like. And because of that, there's expansion, there's cultivation, there's, all the things that, these entities over here don't want you to have on your own free will. And so when we're talking about stuff like that, and rescuing kids and ending human trafficking and child trafficking where you live, like, um, what's the best way? Just assume that you might get killed. You know what I mean? Just, you kind of almost have to assume that, but you
before
have
starting to film the
to.
cops here, I did have that thought process, wondering, am I gonna stick my neck out too far? And but there are things that are worth fighting for, things that are worth giving our lives for. I'm a father, and I'm not going to leave this mess behind. And I see Hawaii as a place where the veil of the matrix is very thin. Right on one side of the road, you see all these tourists having no clue what like reality even is, and then you
Right.
have people who are off the grid, off the matrix system, right? Or as some people call it, the Haole system. Yeah, and they're like checked out of that, and they're the brave souls who actually can like do it. Like our mutual friend said, I won't say her name without her permission, but she said most people do their little sign rallies and like do their protest, and then they go home and they turn on their light switch, they turn on their water, right? But for her, she's got to put gas in the generator. She's got to make sure she's got enough water flow because she's really independent from that system. All of us who think we're these freedom fighters and we're turning on electricity that was provided by HECO, the guys who were like behind, or involved or allegedly in stuff and things where
It's
lots of
it's
people
in
got
it's in it's
lasered to
in
death.
it's in public law. It's in public law.
Yeah.
So it's in public joint resolutions. My goodness,
Pat yourself
so
on the back, Mayor Bisson. That's what they did at that meeting. in every meeting.
Yeah, there's been some very so and you know again like I was gone for 20 years and then I came home. I thought I was retiring on Bitcoin. And you know, most people don't know me here. You know what I mean? They don't I mean, yeah, I had some friends on Facebook and so on and so forth. And okay, mahalo iyo. Okay, so now it's clear. We don't have to say we say mahalo iyo. That's just it's thank you God. You know, like it's just a mahalo akua. I mean, it doesn't have to go anything after that. Period! Exclamation point.
Try
So
to be the gratitude, right? I try to be grateful for every interaction. Carry on, please.
carry
Teach
on,
me more.
darling. Carry on. Carry
Like
on.
who?
That's the other thing is like people want to learn from somebody they feel that they're valued from, you know, and
Yeah.
friendships are so very important. And you know, in my background, I'm a master world networker. I'm a master recruiter. I love people. I like talking to people. I like, you know, maybe a lot more than most other people. But then, ooh, when you have to withdraw from all of that, you know, like I was talking to Vanessa, who should be getting on here shortly. And let me go send this to the other two guys. Hold on one moment, please.
Okie doke. So while Kelei's doing that, I will talk to whoever may be listening right now. In the intro that we played earlier, I can show you guys here if I'm a good podcaster. Let's look at this little clip. This is where she's getting beat up and tased by the cops.
You'll go again. Put your hands behind your back.
May 5th,
Put your hands
2025.
behind
Because she didn't have updated tags, they thought it was okay to reach inside of her car and to pull her out of the car and to tase her, to beat her up, punch her in the face. She had black eyes for months. Yeah, and yeah, batons, the whole thing.
I was in a wheelchair for about 2.5 months.
So, yeah, I called Honolulu Police Department, told them I'm Andrew Aker from Hawai'i Freedom TV and that this call is being recorded for public record. They proceeded to crap their pants, transferred me to the records department, and that person was very confused as to why I would be talking to them. And they recommended that I call 911. So I called 911 and let them know that I'm recording that too. They ended up hanging up on me and not calling back. So I called 911 again, let them know again that I was recording. They transferred me to the local police station, which then also did not answer. But Kelei, can you still hear me? Maybe you could tell your side of that story after they pulled you out of the hospital because they kidnapped you. They wouldn't tell Joe where they took you, right? And then like as you're being taken out of the hospital and back to the police station, what was your experience when they heard that there were some civilians calling to check on you? And when they found out about Joe Akana?
I was relieved because you know why? It's like all of us know it's high probability in Hawaii because of who the state is and who's operating the state, right, under Josh Green, right? That it's highly probable after 2020 and all the people who were doing First Amendment audits and trying to catch anything on video, they don't like it when you're doing it to them. But when they're doing it to you, they're okay with it because they can control the narrative and the content and what they release to the news and the media.
Oh, and you mentioned
And so-
Josh Green, the governor of Hawaii, who you had just served 4 days prior to May 5th. You served him for crimes against humanity as part of the Team Humanity lawsuit, where your auntie was named as a plaintiff because she's been harmed by Josh Green's policies with this unlawful bioweapon called a vaccine rollout. Right?
Yes, that's true.
Thank you,
That's
Shelby
true.
Hosanna and Mike Yellen, for putting that case together and pushing it forward. The
And
court
I'd love to
stayed.
have them on our call to do a conversation on our podcast one day in the near future because that matters to me because that was a family member. You know, and there's other people, family members that I saw on there. And, you know, I didn't know they were going through that because, again, when you're going through all this crap, like, who are you going to talk to? Who are you going to call? Who are you know, like, we bumped into my cousin Nikki at the state capitol. That's how I knew she was even on this island. So, like, Hawaii is so small. There cannot be any more veiling and smoke and mirrors anymore because there's too many of us
Yeah,
on the
I
ground.
didn't know doesn't work anymore, guys. Oh, I didn't see. We haven't been shown that evidence. Well,
Of
I
course
will
not.
show up at your house and just stare.
Well, and we
And
can all
hold
do
it right there, and I'll
journalism.
just do a dead stare, bro. until you
I mean,
see
we all have a constitutional right, as civilians in Hawaii to do First Amendment auditing of our government, and in situations that it had to come up, that's when I activated my camera because I don't carry around a gun right now. I mean, how could they won't even let me carry a gun in the last 5
Oh,
years
you'd
because of the
probably be dead. Even if you had a concealed carry license or whatever they want to require you to have your God given right to defend yourself.
but
Yeah,
I
they
don't
would have
think they
probably
even
killed you.
but the thing is like whether they would have killed me or not, that is my right? That is my right? So, but I have been, a lot of people don't want to hear the words that they need to hear sometimes because they're not ready to make the change that they need to make. We're in a different, 2025 is different from 2020. We have a different president at the helm of the America.
So you
You know what I
ran
mean?
for
We have,
governor in 2022, nonpartisan,
yeah.
and they tased you in 2025, beat you up within an inch of your life, it looked like to me. And in
And then they stole my
2026,
Bitcoin. And then they
are,
stole my Bitcoin cold storage
oh,
wallets
and
with the
your
with the
Bitcoin wallets
Mercedes,
are
with the
missing out of the
Mercedes.
trunk of the Benz. Yes. And then, so are you running for governor again in 26?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna run. I'm open to looking at different parties, but I think I have a pretty good idea that most of the other parties out there aren't gonna be able to do whoever,
Seems like they're
and
captured or
and I'm,
ineffective.
because they have to choose, right? Like there's a cult that's been around for a long time, and you got to choose between that cult and the other older cult, And so, like for me, I choose not to be a part of any of those cults.
You don't
You know
like
what
the
I mean?
uniparty, two wings of the same bird type of vibes?
No, this gives everybody, when you get them away from being a Democrat or a Republican, they can be human again. You know what I mean? They can get back to, Hawaii, they always say that Hawaii votes Democrat. The elections are stolen here, period. End of discussion. Okay, we've already done our research. I did run against
Well, yeah,
Josh
let's
Green.
talk about that a little bit, right? Because you were on the ballot in the primary, and according to the state constitution of Hawaii, the one that everybody claims that is the real constitution here these days, everybody meaning the state authorities say, that state constitution says that you cannot require people to say what party they're in or vote along party lines in the primaries or whatever. But
That's
like
correct.
you ran unopposed, right? There was nobody independent running against you for governor. Am I right?
There was another candidate who ran against me, a man, and I beat him.
Oh, okay. So you did beat him in the primary and you got the higher numbers that showed, but somehow you magically didn't make it to the general election?
I mean, I was even on the Star Advertiser that I won. Right? It
Right,
was because,
okay.
okay, so like, and then
Yeah, we
Gary
need to put that
Quarterly.
one into the presentation thing.
Right, and then,
Oh, maybe I
then,
can go look that up right now. Let me try to
yeah.
switch my thing up. Switch my thing up. Switch
Hold
my
on,
thing up. Sorry,
Megeso is
it's
contacting him.
I'm getting weird here. All right, switch my wait window. Here we go. Oh,
Okay,
that's
and
why.
people can see us on X, so I'm getting contacted. Great job.
We're on X, Rumble, Instagram, multicasting. Hopefully it's working because we're trying to build a team, guys. We're looking for volunteers that want to help out to bring the truth of Hawaii to the world, and it takes a team. Wait, there is an I in team. It's in the a-hole. I've heard that.
Well, there's a me, M-E, right? So it doesn't have to be I anymore. It could be
Yeah.
me.
And there's no I in team, but there's two I's in winning. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, I'll shut up. All right, so we got that thing sorted.
I got you.
Transition that one. Not that kind of transition, guys. Prezi browser. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if we can get. Oh, I don't think I can have your face and the timeline and my face easily.
That's
without
okay. I can take my
transition.
face off. I'm taking my face off so I
Pretty
can.
face. All right, so here we are, Akana versus Satan et al.
Okay,
I
you want to
did
share
my
your screen? You want to share your
abbreviation.
screen?
Oh yeah, I need to share it on Brave. Stand
I can
by.
see you. Stand by.
And Momo needs the links. Stand by for links, Momo. I will send that. Momo, our lovely assistant today, is
Hello,
helping
Momo.
us to blast this all over the place.
Gratitude.
You're welcome, Atude. She said gratitude. That means mahalo.
Thank you, mahalo.
Sure, yeah, but do you also have
Whoa, what's that about?
the headline or?
Yeah, I've got the whole blurb. I sent you that Grok link that has an individualized one for every like thing. But wait, let me do the updated one.
Yeah, do the updated one and share your screen here on Brave so that we can walk through it
I don't
together and
think
we
I
can
sent
see.
you the newest Grok link though.
I'm not offended, don't worry.
Thank you, thank you. Cindy. Everybody's so offended by me all the time, calling me a racist. Jeez,
Or a
it's
howley.
not my fault I was born white. Jeez. All
It's
right.
okay, Malahini, calm down. I'll help you with your traumas too. I carry the Aloha spirit. We're gonna show them how
I
we
just
do
prefer
it.
to be called Malahini.
Malahini is an accurate statement for you.
I thank you.
It means not from here.
Yeah, like I'm a visitor. Yeah, the one person was like, "Yeah, well, you've been here too long to be called a visitor," but then she flip flopped back to calling me visitor because she doesn't want me to stay. I could do this all day. I could do that. All right. Where are we at?
Be
Here,
nice,
I'm
be
sending
nice,
it
Andrew.
to the
Make
Mo.
sure. Okay, send it to the Mo. Okay,
Double
so what
Mo.
were we
So
talking
great
about
they had to
before
name
that?
her twice.
So yes, I ran for Josh Green. I ran against Josh Green, not for Josh Green. I ran against Josh Green.
Yeah.
And that rule was broken absolutely in the primaries. And so everybody lost the race, not just me, right? BJ Penn lost the race. Gary Cordery lost the race.
Yeah,
Keline
we were all
Kahau lost the
disenfranchised.
race. Everybody was
Every voter,
disenfranchised.
every
Every voter
living in
and
Hawaii
every
was screwed.
candidate. Every voter and every
Yeah,
candidate.
I didn't vote for these Bill Gates mosquitoes being released everywhere. Did you? I didn't vote for FEMA to block people
I
from
would
bringing
never do
food
that.
supplies to Lahaina.
I would never work with Bill Gates.
I didn't vote for any of that stuff. Nobody even
no
asked
thanks.
me if I ever wanted to vote for it either.
Well, of course not, because they're making moves behind you. It all started before you even came to Hawaii, Andrew. As you are finding out, right? As a Malahini coming to Hawaii, being here longer than others might want you to be, but then finding your journey, working with, people who are, I believe I'm real. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing shit that people,
Yep. And
they
that's what
can't even.
Kanaka means, right? Real person?
Yeah, well, and then the other thing too is, what are we going to do 2025 moving forward? I don't care about, you can be tied to all these people. You don't know if they were all pedophiles. Well, the things that you're claiming, unless you can, you know what I mean? You really don't know.
Right.
And so, like, what is the narrative? What is the discussion for my people? Because I am Kanaka Maoli mixed. Like and I've felt more, I've been treated as if I was Haole, right? Because they don't take the time to understand my intentions, my motives, my whatever, but they've had a long-term abuse here, you know what I mean, from the system. I mean, there's no way around saying that the state hasn't been abusing people and committing war crimes. I mean, not at this point, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna run for governor anyways because hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get to the point to where you gotta go, and people will understand your intentions the more you stay committed to it. And a lot of people here, maybe they haven't seen people with such high integrity. Maybe they haven't met anybody that could say no to all of the fucking pedophiles and their money, and I am one of those people. Now you met me.
Well,
Hello, my
and
name's
the
Kelei.
thing too, like it seems like Hawaii's the last to find out about certain things, and like the fact that human trafficking is real, the fact that it is systemic, it's happening here all around us. There are monsters surrounding us. Why do we
Foreign
see
and
all these
domestic.
like
Foreign and
crackheads around?
domestic.
Yeah, foreign and domestic. Yeah,
And
I
all
mean the
illegals.
unlawful takeover of the kingdom was because people inside also conspired. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that how it went down?
Yeah, everybody always wants to go to the next shiny object, right? Like they want more if they don't have what they have. And so there's the greed bone and the welfare bone. And that's what they deal with over here. You know, like I'm a bone that's like, hey, I made all of my fortune off of my own labor, my own efforts, my own creations, my own business partner. And, you know, and then coming back home was like, well, people want you to give all of that shit up because you're this, and that. And it's just like, no, I'm going to just follow the path of EO. Okay,
The path
I'm
of
gonna
God for
follow
the folks
source. I'm gonna,
learning
I'm just gonna
Honolulu.
follow source. I don't need all these big books to teach me this, that, and the other. It's inside me. So if I just get centered and I start to channel, you know, I know that you, me, people everywhere around the world, every single individual soul has an ability to do this. You don't have to go to a church. You don't have to
Yeah.
go into a box. You don't have to be anywhere. All you have to do is just be still for a little bit, just for 15 minutes a day. You
Listen to the
know,
voice of the Aina, right? Like I
and
hear the wind, I hear the birds, like yeah. But let me give me a second to close the door. We got extra noise here. But let me bring it
that's
back to
okay.
the timeline. Like after May, sorry, it's in here. I was trying to close the door, but the phone's inside. So May 5th, they beat you down. They threw you in jail or in holding or whatever. Let's go through that, right? Like they kept you awake until like midnight to have some kind of like, can you go back to that story so that we can start to write it down here in the timeline?
Okay, are you sharing the presentation?
Oh, oops, I forgot to hit the share link on Brave. Stand by. Yeah, it's a lot of moving parts here with this whole
That's okay.
podcasting thing, guys. I'm a little bit slow if no one could tell.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to make it so
All right, how we
and that's
doing?
the other thing
Okay.
for everybody who's just hearing about my story for the very first time or hearing fragments of it for the very first time. You know, we are so, Joe and I are so thankful and blessed for all of the other people that know about the story already. You know, a lot of people who've had to keep their mouths quiet because and wanted to, of course, people have wanted to share my video evidence since the very beginning, including myself. But you know, for those of you guys who are just kind of hearing for the very first time, you know, the difficulty that it took to get evidence from Honolulu Police Department and the state of Hawaii and the city and county is it's kind of like the longer it takes, the longer it wears you out, is what they know will happen for the average person trying to get information. Another thing that people should know about in Hawaii is, which is I believe is wrong, is they don't have a FOIA request form.
Yeah.
And so a lot of their information that they're storing on top of their servers and their data systems is actually incorrect. And they haven't updated anything from all of my cases. Because I believe this is partly how this all started, is that the biological father of my kids decided that you know, he came to Hawaii and he wanted the kids back after not having, you know, of his own choices, you know, withholding him from the kids. And that turned into, you know, whoever filed first. And, you know, the Biden administration judges and those that were appointed during, you know, the EGA administration and the Lieutenant Governor Josh Green, who's now Governor Josh Green. Okay. So like, you know, after 5 years of dealing with this, technically speaking, right? 5 years of this.
Right.
They have, it's a huge cover up. They have to keep me quiet. They have to keep me silent. If my story gets out to the public, it's going to be terrifying for the state because it is what it is. You know, I can't help who I am, that I was born here in a war. I can't help that I repatriated and your HPD doesn't understand what that means. You know, I can't help it if there are other people that are fighting in different factions in Hawaii, you know, and the state continues to, in the courtroom, you know, keep their cases concealed or take care of the other cases first and the big cases last without anybody in the courtroom. And, you know, it's definitely an abuse. It's definitely under duress. They're definitely, you have no constitutional rights, is what, in going through all of this, the mind of the state
Right.
is that you have no constitutional rights. And when I go through the, you know, the HRP, because they forced me to look on, and obviously I'm not dumb, you know what I mean? And
That's obvious to me.
Joe, Joe and I
But to
both
these
graduated.
dumb court cop
Kamehameha, you know what I mean?
idiots, they think you're dumb. They got to be dumb to Yeah, anyway, carry on.
So it's even if you're smart, the whole concept has been is they've always had the backing of the purse. They've always had the backing of the money, right? They've always had the backing of whoever was recruited to go do whatever they had to do based on X, Y, and Z, right? And obviously things have changed since I've been home. I know a lot has changed, just with a mindset. Hold on one second, Andrew. And this is very stressful. So instead of doing lines, smoking crack, doing meth, I'm a cannabis fan. So those of you guys know I'm running for governor. I'm cannabis friendly. That's part of healing, medicinal medicines. Have a lot of ideas
Yeah, and I'm into like
with
mind your own
housing
business,
and
government. Stay out of my business, and I'll stay out of yours. How about that?
well, we live on
You
an
know,
island,
if you want to
though, right?
smoke the Pakalolo, then you smoke the Pakalolo.
But you shouldn't go like that's like the least threatening. Like that's the thing that calms everybody down. They're like, it's the devil's medicine. It's like it's
Yeah.
devil's lettuce, it's wacky tobacco, it's
Yeah,
pacalolo, and
they
it's
just
really
want to
it's
control the
lapao.
trade and be able to raid people and steal their stuff. I heard about somebody the DEA raided on Oahu, right? That had all their licensing and everything, but they still like raided them. And what are you gonna do? It's the DEA. Do what
Oh,
Kelei
Megeso is
does,
saying the
boys and
link
girls.
doesn't Megeso is saying the link doesn't work on his desktop. It should work on your phone. Hold on one second.
That's weird. The Brave link?
Oh, yeah, it should work on your phone.
Did he
Okay,
open it
so
with Brave?
huh?
Did he open it with Brave or no?
You have his phone number.
Yeah.
I just told him you should be able to work on your phone. That's what I told him.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, there he
did
is.
last
There he
time,
is. There he is. Hey.
Mugeso. Mugeso.
Hey,
The eagle
Megeso,
has landed.
you better get lawyered up or become a whistleblower, buddies.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks for the backup.
Hey, can you unmute your phone? It's kind of
is
like
he
Zoom.
muted?
Yeah, he's muted. I can see the line across. There you are.
Here I am. Yeah, I can unmute my phone. I don't, this link doesn't work on my desktop though. So I'm
Very
on my phone right now.
strange. Let me see if I can generate another link, perhaps.
Well, if not, this is good. I mean, he can see the PowerPoint presentation. We're just kind of sharing with our audience. Mageso kind of like catching them up on a whole bunch of things, which is what we need to do, right? Because we have to be the journalism and we have to share the story. And nobody's really seen much footage of what happened to me in case 554 and even how it got from case 1377 to 554. And then, we covered a little bit about human trafficking and stuff, which is the other part, right? All of these officers that physically got violent with me, they all held the end human trafficking and child trafficking pamphlet in their hand before they violated me. So it's just too many reasons, for the violations. But yeah, Miguel,
they
so we're
just
just
think
going
they
over
can
the
do it all,
storyline.
Well, I did hear you say something about Hawaii not having a FOIA system.
That's correct. I mean,
They
I've
use
been
they use a system called UIPA.
right, Rule 92.
Yeah, that's their
Yeah.
FOIA system.
But it's not a FOIA system, and so like we that needs to be. If you gotta go from the police station to another building or upstairs in another room, and you gotta call first, and you gotta set an appointment to go get a piece of paper, might as well you just create your own. You just take the things.
They just have UIPA.
You used to, as in like you don't attach them anymore, or you just
Well,
do?
He's done
I
so
haven't-
much work.
I haven't submitted one in a long time to them.
So we can do it the next time. So that's a good, so this is why we have brainstorming sessions with smart people who've, paved the way before we did in certain capacities. Megeso has certainly done that. He's somebody that I have talked to over a number of years, who understands the complexities of Hawaii, and he's also a Malahini, not from here, but he's family to us. We hanai him. And he's familiar with this case. And so, Andrew, do you want to show me the first video? You want to show the first video? Or you
Yeah,
want to, I
what
mean,
you like? I mean, I got them all loaded on the computer here, and I'm slowly loading them into the Prezi. And
I'll
I'm
see
not
that.
playing them right now, but yeah,
Yep,
I
don't
could.
play them. Don't play them yet.
Yeah, just got our thumbnails visible there. And once this thing is published, then the public will be able to look through every single little bit of evidence on a timeline with documents and links. I said, yeah, I'm gonna put the 911 call there as well, so you can hear that classic line. Today is a bad day for Honolulu PD.
Well, let's play the first video. Let's play the first video because there's no violence in that. I just want you guys to know who's listening. There is viewer discretion advised. Be mindful. You would never want this to happen to your grandma, your grandpa, your sister, your daughter, your wife, any of these different things. And the we have also the police reports, and so all of this is actually the prosecutor for the state or the city and county. It's the same birds of a feather.
Yeah,
She
the
stated
same
on their
people.
record on the 11th of August that they don't have any dispatch records and they don't have any the rest of the body cam footage. And so this is, basically us. We had to try to get this. We filed for it on May 12th. It was like extortion. They tried to charge us $1,200, and then they told us they were going to give us all this, pretty much almost all the stuff on the UIPA request form. And they lowered it to $300, and we still don't have two of the things. And trial, pre-status trial hearing has come and gone. Okay, so like there is an incomplete discovery done, period. And this, the audience needs to know that this wasn't just these three guys doing this. This was literally a hit. This was premeditated. And in their own body cam footage, you can hear it. You can hear their dialogue and what they're saying. And the Hawaiian one sounds racist against Hawaiians,
Oh, when
And so-
he was like telling her what the story was with like kind of how to tell how you like drove the car around or whatever. That video.
I wasn't even driving. So I was parked doing ministry work. So let's just get this clear before we go. How Bush is a highly incidented reported area. And for the ministries, it's highly reported. And I've been going there many years now. Being parked is not driving. Right? Being parked is not driving. And so I was not driving when they approached me. And they approached me when they finally did over expired registration stickers, basically. Okay, that's what led to the violence that people are going to see. And today at the police commission, we're going to show them because they got back to us in a letter that said they didn't have sufficient evidence of that. And so we want to know, what is it that you saw? What led you to believe that? And so I guess the first video is Freya Gabor, Officer Gabor. She approaches me. This is actually at 6:57 a.m. None of their police reports indicate that they were there in the park earlier than 7:08, and then they say that they were there on the record on the 8th that they were there at 7:05. But this video is literally in the very beginning where she tries to entrap me to move. And then she sends, somebody, but she basically, what she did is she came up to me and she said, "Auntie, what is your name?" I said, "Kelei Akana." She said, "What's your social security number? You gotta move your car." And of course, me, knowing my rights, knew that she shouldn't be asking me for my social security number. That's how they try to make you a ward of the state and drag you into the state system by giving you citations. And so my rights were to protect my rights, right? Coming from that. So they're asking people, even in jail, what's your social security number? So this is an internal behavior pattern for the Honolulu Police Department. But I raised up my phone. That's when I felt threatened. I raised my phone up and I recorded the remainder of our conversation. And you guys will see she will drive away. She doesn't ask me for my driver's license. She doesn't say anything because they really don't know that the tags are expired yet. So if you want to play that one.
Okay, yeah,
That one
I
has
was
no
just having to
violence.
convert the format because it would not upload to Prezi, but it's uploading
But
right
you,
now. Go ahead.
okay? Oh, and then you could play it from the other piece too, but I get having it on Prezi is going to be great.
Well, yeah, because
And we'll
it's
let,
just since I've already got that set up on the podcast thingy. Are you able to see the vertical
yep,
thing right now? All right, here we go then.
see
Hitting
it.
play. Give it a second here. Oh, maybe I need.
What is your name? And what is your badge number? Okay, and then what are you asking me for? Okay, I don't think we can hear the dialogue. Okay,
Oh,
mahalo.
yeah, I need to put the captions over it.
Well, as you can see, she drives away, right? There's her police
Yeah, and you
vehicle,
just
there's
asked
her
her her
car.
name, badge number, and what she's asking for. And then she like got pissed and drives off and comes back with like 5 or 6 of her friends.
Yeah. So I know that
We've
we
got
wanted to
one
play.
challenging our authority. I need help. Let's whoop her ass. Taser, taser, taser.
So so I guess we can play. We're not going to play all the videos right now. We want to definitely probably have another, you and I do another pre-recorded presentation, or we'll have a
Right.
VIP. We want people who we trust to know, like we want to invite you guys on to see the information before other people do. A lot of people who do First Amendment audits, they usually do VIP packages and all this stuff, but we just want you guys to be first with the information, because we can't just trust anybody with the information. They'll try to alter it. They'll try to, make a narrative out of something that isn't the narrative, and
Yeah, and
and
you've
try to
got
wreck your
active
story.
court cases going as well, right? So, like, some of this is used as evidence in the court, so you might not want to put all of it out to the public just yet because the defense could use that against you, saying that you've swayed public opinion, so it's also swaying the jury. I mean, these cops, dude, they got to stand trial, period. And they got to
I'm
go to
not the
jail
only
for
one
this.
I'm not the only one that feels that way. They should definitely lose their job over this, like instantly. So, I know that there was
I
another
hope they go to a
video.
dark cell and they don't see sunshine for a long time because they're willing to ruin your life, like trump up charges against you, collude with the prosecutor and the judiciary to wreck your whole life so that they can continue unlawfully kidnapping and abusing people. This is just insanity and it must end.
Well, and then a lot of these homeless people, because it's going to tie back, and Megeso can validate, and so could others, right? That they're using these homeless people's identities to do the ballot harvesting. And so,
Yep.
like it's all intertwined. It's super
Oh,
corrupt. We
and to
need to
get
end the
money for
corruption
their
here.
affordable housing crap that they never end up putting the homeless in. Yeah, they trade them around. And I mean, it's between the mafia and the government. Those are just two different factions of mafia, right? I'll say that again. The government is the biggest faction of the mafia in Hawaii. Get it straight, friends.
Well, you're not wrong about that.
I
So,
sent, I sent some testimony into the commission today.
oh, you did?
And yeah, in regards to the video, when they claimed there was no excessive force,
Uh-huh.
I explained to them that if they didn't take a serious look at that video and they believe that attempting to kill someone by tasering them 4 times or more, then they're really complicit in the crime themselves and participating in the cover-up.
I mean, Andrew, you're welcome to write in a story too, or a testimony on top of the police commission board meeting, because they read them, they take them into consideration. I was telling Migeso earlier, like Shelby writes a whole bunch of stuff,
Can we
and
give
that
them a
way
little
it's,
audio file to take home and listen to? Like, here's 911 hanging up on me and not calling back. You guys
you
suck
can,
on every level.
if you want to upload that and they have a file form to do that, then no problem. Today, we're definitely going to go in with the videos that we have on top of the screen. And like Magesa said, lawyer up or whistleblow. That's basically what's going to be coming down the pipeline for these guys, because Really, really, in the grand scheme of things, the police officers committed war crimes,
Yeah.
period. I mean, they literally committed war crimes against me and my family, and they're doing it against others here in Hawaii, other residents in Hawaii. And they're technically not the authority, and they technically broke all of their oaths if they did take those to their constitutional oaths that day just with me. But I know that I'm not the only one that this has happened to, and I know and that's why the ministries is such a big deal for me, because it gives people a place to come and report, and then whatever resources we have available without having taken any funding from anybody up until this point for anything, we've been able to cultivate our own sourced information, which is a big deal. It's a very big deal. Anything you want to elaborate on, Mageso, with regards to what you know about the case and so on and so forth? I'm gonna mute myself out.
Yeah. Well, to me, the whole thing has been a sham right from the beginning, even with discovery and police reports and all that. So all I see is a big cover up because they know they're in the wrong. Everybody knows they're in the wrong that's seen the video or even just reading the case or reading the note that apply to that. And the prosecuting team and them not responding in the proper time frame. And when you're dealing with legalese, everything is supposed to be based on time frames in their world and procedure. And when you don't meet timelines, they throw out cases. Well, they haven't met timelines. But I prefer the lawful system where people's morals, values, and principles are also considered in this case. And to me, I don't know how the police, I don't know how the commission, I don't know how the courts can go home and sleep at night knowing that they're violating not only their oath, their own morals, values, and principles that not only affect themselves, but affect their family members. And that's what's wrong with the world today. No accountability. So this thing needs to move forward in full transparency so we can get to accountability.
And that means facing some uncomfortable truths, right? Like these people get into this profession of law, some of them with like good intentions, and then they get older people, more experience, telling them, well, you thought it was that way, but this is how it really is. And this is how you gotta grease the wheels to make things happen. And then it becomes the standard, and bit by bit, people sell little bits of their soul. And for a lot of the other ones that are in there, whether it's police or it's teachers or it is people in the judiciary, it attracts people who are hungry for power. And they stay in there because they're narcissistic, they're covert narcissists. They get themselves into these positions of power, and they do subtle little passive-aggressive things to keep people under their thumbs and in fear of them. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stop talking. Carry on.
And plausible deniability and just following orders doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, we're done with those days. Nuremberg
Done with those
Code is
days.
in effect. Helsinki Accords are in effect. Look it up,
Because
boys and girls.
what they don't remember is they broke the contract way back in 1871. And then in 1873, they created the Bar Association. Well, that's a foreign agent operating on foreign land, whether it be the sovereign nation state of Hawaii, whether it be the United States. It's not a proper court. It's a corporation. It's a dead entity. And corporations can only contract with corporations. They can't contract with living souls, which Kelei is in this case. They can only contract with corporations, and living souls can only contract with other living souls.
And for the folks who are mystified by what that means, contract is law, law is contract. The power of the government is derived from the consent of the governed. We have a contract with them to do their jobs. In return, we pay them and we support them in their job. I mean, does that
So
sound
what,
correct?
yeah, and the way people should approach it, they should go look at contract law. And you know, and I know, we can break a contract at any time if it's not following the guidelines of the contract.
Yeah, or if it breaks laws or it is immoral, right?
Exactly.
If it's repugnant to the constitutions.
And it's only what you agreed upon within that contract.
Yeah, assuming that you were
So,
not lied to and like that fraud was committed, right? I didn't ever agree to have a birth certificate or to be named whatever people call me or to have a social security number. None of that. That was all forced on me.
right.
And like
But I
by
can,
by trickery.
but I can show you where there are no contracts in a lot of things. Like when people buy a home, the only signature on the contract is the home buyer, not the bank. Or there may be a cosigner of yours, and if the main principal doesn't pay the loan, the cosigner does. That's why the bank doesn't sign the contract. Because if you default on your loan, the bank has to pay it.
And they like getting money from nothing, don't they, these banksters?
And it's the same thing with a credit card company. Have you ever seen the credit card company sign your contract?
Nope. I never
Yes, you
signed
don't.
away my right for them to sell my debt to anyone either.
Exactly,
Not that I
they
have that
can't.
much, but I'm learning
Yeah,
about this stuff.
But this is what people need to know is the importance of contracts.
Yeah,
And the
everything's a
government,
contract.
and in Kelei's case, and the government works for us. So they're breaking their contract with the people who are the owners of the contract.
Right? I think
So
I
we
remember a
can-
quote. There comes a time to dissolve political affiliation, something like this.
Correct,
You know?
correct. So we can fire them at any time.
Yeah, that was
Then
the
we go
Declaration of
in-
Independence, the American one. Who's ready for a new one? Everybody? Anybody?
Me, working on it. So I have Vanessa. Vanessa's on the line with us. Say hi to her, guys.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Vanessa, you can unmute your microphone. It's kind of like Zoom on the lower left-hand side. And Vanessa's been one of my long time friends. She's totally not into, like I was saying, Andrew, she's not into police brutality. You know, she's not into. Hey, Vanessa.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're starting to leak out some information and share and then teach people about the difference between common law and, contracts. And so there's like a whole, a lot of different things coming together on this call today. But we just showed Freya Gaber telling me to move the car. And then Andrew, I think there's another 10 seconds that you wanted to play from another video.
Okay. You want me to pop that one up now?
Yeah. Well, Vanessa, share a little bit with, because you're like one of my longtime friends. We've gone all over the world on crypto at some points in our life, and you're a mother with two beautiful children as well who are now adults. And you've been my friend for a long time. You've kind of known my life, a lot about what's going on, because you have friends and then you have acquaintances, and so you fall in that other category of sister. So like maybe, share a little bit what you know, maybe what I shared with you with the story about what happened to me on May 5th when they tried to kill me and the police, and maybe just share a little bit with the audience.
First of all, I definitely am more than just a friend to her. We're sisters, and I've been knowing Kelei now for a few years. And when I say years, that means that I've pretty much lost count. So it's been that long that I've been knowing her. So she's truly a sister. And I ended up meeting her overseas, if you could believe that or not. But when she called and told me what happened to her, because we talk often. And so when I finally talked to her and found out what happened to her, I literally, and she can attest to this, I literally couldn't stop crying. Kelei, is that true?
That's
Where
true.
I could not stop crying. I was just that angry and hurt for my sister that they had done this to her. And when I saw those pictures You know, I mean, the pictures spoke volumes of the brutality that she endured. You know, the sheer brutality where they literally, that was attempted murder. That's exactly what it was. It was attempted murder. And so that's why my heart, was just crying for her, because I could only imagine what she had gone through. I could only imagine. And then, of course, I was making her feel bad, which I didn't want to do, but I literally could not stop crying for my sister because I was so upset for her. So, she's been fighting these people, and let me tell you, when I say fighting, I mean fighting. She's my new hero. She's always been a strong person. She just has that tenacity in her. She was born with it. But she is truly my hero because she has been fighting these people tooth and nail, and she is not giving up, and she is making me proud to even know her. Considering what she's been through, how many people could still be standing after what she's been through? Not that many. So,
Yes.
Kalei,
So
I commend you.
thank you, Vanessa. Well, I commend my friends for being friends, man. It's been a journey, and I'm just so thankful to have all of you guys in my life, and someone we can talk about it with, and also to use it as an opportunity to help others. Because we do know this is going on all over Hawaii, all over America. The police brutality is happening, the state brutality is happening. And so, I invited her on so she didn't see all the videos or anything like that yet either. So should we go on to the next video? And then I gotta hop off in about 10 minutes just because we have to get ready and head down to the police commission. Yes. And next week we'll be on again next week. We might even do a surprise one between now and next Wednesday. But Wednesdays at 11:11 Aloha Standard Time, AM in Hawaii Standard Time, is when Andrew and I usually go on. I'll be giving you guys the YouTube links. There's a whole bunch of different platforms that it's going out to, so though it is recorded and it can be shared. Um, and we'll get on and we'll start, sharing more, and just gradually showing the truth so that people can, we can hold those responsible for what they did accountable, and really clean it all up because it has to be done. Yep. Why don't we just show like maybe the first 10, 15 seconds? But we can make sure that the next ones will just show them.
Get out! Or you got to taser again. Put your arms on your back. Let her go, let her go. Taser, taser, taser.
You
Get out
definitely
the
can't
car.
hear.
Get out the car.
Okay, okay.
Get out the car.
Get out the fucking car then.
Hands behind your back. You'll go again. Put your hands behind your back. Put your
I
hands
will,
behind
I
your
will, I
back.
will, please. I'm not
Put your
coming.
hands
Okay.
behind your back.
Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back.
My hands is behind my
Okay,
chest.
put them together. Put them together or you're going again. Get out the car.
Somebody's calling it in. Oh my God.
Get out the car.
Jordan.
Get out the car.
Can you hear the dialogue, Andrew, on your end?
No.
Slowly.
Get out the fucking car. I told you to make it easier, right?
Yeah.
This is abuse. Okay, come on, get out the car.
Get out the car.
This is. Can you fix my problem? No, get out the car.
Get out the car.
Oh my God. Get out the car.
There's no audio.
No, not at all. Yeah, everybody can see I wasn't violent and physical and hitting people, and it is for the people to know it is traumatizing to watch it again and again. Andrew, had to call my therapist, all of my my friends.
For real.
I mean, Andrew, I sent this Dropbox clip session to Andrew and several others yesterday, and he called me back crying. It's not his fault. It is what happened.
Are you guys able to hear it this time?
Nope.
Okay.
So this is just so you guys know, this is after they already punched me in the face. This is after they entered my car without a warrant, and I had no warrant for my arrest. This is after they batoned me all down my left side of my body, and after they tased me. That's what that video. That's how far into the video set that one is.
Okay, I think if I do this, then you will be able to hear it. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
All right. Third time's the charm. Full screen video. Let's zoom back there. Are you able to hear it now?
No.
Well, I'll have to just keep plugging it away. But yeah, carry on, and I'll figure this thing out.
That's okay. And even for next time, if we already have it downloaded to the computer, maybe not on the presentation, but we'll get it to work. So yeah, so today we're going to go down to the police commissioners meeting that they have basically every other week. And we're going to show them the video clips inside of this presentation that Andrew's trying to get up so we can get the audio as well. And, like the question is how can you say that there was no excessive use of force? And so unless they didn't see all the discovery, just like we haven't, and unless maybe they got a different discovery, a different set of body cam, we don't really know because the prosecutor's office still hasn't done a full discovery of all of the things that we requested in the UIP, which is the same thing that we would request in a FOIA anyway. So they're definitely covering up.
I referenced that in my letter to the commission, that they need to look at all the video.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right, next
What
one.
is your name?
Can you guys hear that one?
Get up!
Okay.
What are you got? Put your arms behind your back. Let her go. Let her go. Taser! 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 Get out the car. Get out the car.
Okay.
Get out the car.
Get out the fucking car then!
Behind your back. You'll go again. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands
Taser,
behind your back.
please, I'm not
Put your
trying to-
hands
Okay.
behind your back.
Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back.
My head is behind my
Okay, put them together. Put them together or you going again. Get out the car.
Somebody's calling it in.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be by an alley
Okay, hold on, let me walk slow,
in the alleyway.
please.
There's an elderly.
Get out the fucking car!
Fucking leave.
I told you to make it easier, right?
This is abuse. This is
Okay, come on, get out the car.
violent. This is. Can you fix my problem?
No, get out the car.
Get out the car.
Oh my God.
Get out the car.
Joe.
You definitely could hear. I don't know if they could see the video at the same time.
Magazo, were you able to see that video?
I am. And the use of a taser on someone inside of a vehicle is not standard practice. So right there, they went above. Because there's a lot of risk involved inside the vehicle for
Yeah.
collateral injury and other dangerous factors.
Isn't that also entering a different jurisdiction when you go into someone's car?
Well, they also can cause harm to themselves as well as the other by using a taser in the vehicle. So,
Yeah, if
Without
you
any-
bounced off
without
and
any-
tased another cop on accident.
right. So without any clear threat of violence, they wouldn't use a taser. And I didn't see any threat of violence on Kelei's part.
Maybe they're satanic pedophiles.
And just in that statement alone, that would be excessive force, using a taser inside a vehicle.
You want to do one more video, Andrew?
Okay.
And then and then Vanessa, I'd like your feedback too here before we hop off. And of course, you guys are welcome to stay on longer if you guys want to talk more. I just have to get to where I need to go.
Shall I go with number 4 here?
What does it say?
The attack.
Oh,
Or we want to talk, see the one where the guy says that he punched you in the face to Joe, and so
oh
what?
yeah.
What are
Let's
you
do that
going to do
one.
about
That one's
it?
at the hospital, but that
Okay.
was one of 3 times he told Joe that he punched me in the face. This one's a lot calmer than the first time that he told Joe. But yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Talk down to me again.
If you refuse to get in the vehicle, I will place you in the vehicle.
Punching me in the face and beating me with
Get in the vehicle.
You was punching her too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was punching her. I did punch her, and I tased her. Pa'aluhi. It's on our report. Yeah.
So, Louis,
Yes, I
what
did.
are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Get in the vehicle.
Say that again, bro.
No.
You was punching her, yeah?
Yeah. Not worried.
Oh, you should be, bro. You should be. You should be very.
So, Louis is like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, Pa'aluhi, earlier, not that video clip, but earlier in the conversation when he was wheeling me out from the emergency room, Joe jumped up because he was sitting down, right? And there was other people there with him, and they were outside, and that's when he first saw me. He's like, "Babe, are you okay?" You know, and this is when we were already closer to the police vehicle because he was loading me in, but he had screamed it back earlier. Yeah, I punched her in the face. Why? What you gonna do? So, you know what I mean? I mean, Vanessa, you have any feedback so far? Want to make any comments?
Well, you already know how I feel about the whole incident. I'm still disgusted and angry about it. I'm just happy that you're fighting because most people can't fight for themselves. They don't have the resources. They don't have the courage because that's what most people, are lacking is the courage to even fight back. So I'm just glad that you're fighting because when you're fighting for yourself, you're fighting for others who can't fight for themselves as well.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I commend you.
I second
Thank you,
that
sister.
motion.
Mageso, any feedback so far on that one that you want to get back?
That's just flagrant. And he's admitting his own guilt. I'll send them off to you.
Okay.
I'll put them in a text.
Okay. Well, we're hour mark right now, and I mean, you want to close on it, Andrew? What we did when we opened, just again, ask clarity, abundance, and for us to have the courage to keep on going through our missions, to do what we must do to get through this part. Andrew, you want to
Yeah, I want to
say
thank
anything
you
before we hop
all.
off?
Thank God. That my friend is still alive. That was horrific, listening to that and watching those videos. And it just has to end. But I am grateful that we have people like Mageso, people like Carl Dix, Shelby Billionaire, and I'm always meeting more amazing people through you. So I'm really glad I get to meet Vanessa and looking forward to hearing more about her adventures. And yeah, I mean, I'm grateful that I'm able to have all of these first world problems that I've got, right? And it was a blessing in disguise because Honolulu Police Department gave you and Joe everything that is needed to expose them and to dismantle this nest of evil corruption that is here in Hawaii. And therefore, the rest of the world. We can and we are winning this. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for having my back and being my friend and letting me have your back. United we stand. It doesn't matter if you're Kanaka Maoli, you're American, Japanese, Chinese, if you're 400 pounds or 100 pounds. If you live and breathe and you have a soul, then we are on the same team. We are here to end human trafficking. We are here to save our children. So yeah, I'll stop soapboxing. Be careful when you invite me to do that. You know, like I can start to rant sometimes. But yeah, we'll be here every Wednesday. This is Kelei's show, Akana versus Systemic Evil et al. I've come up with a new title. Like before it was Satan, and then what was it? The state of Hawaii. Same thing, right? Satan, evil, state of Hawaii, Josh Green. I mean, that's all synonymous, yeah? Pretty much?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah,
they're all a part of the new world order that we don't want to be a part of.
They're all part of the criminal syndicate.
That is trying to kill and enslave us. And call us conspiracy theories, theorists all you want. Somebody conspired together to depose the queen in Hawaii. That was a conspiracy. The CIA invented the word conspiracy theorist in the first place. So if you're repeating that crap, then you're just like the CIA guys, and you're part of the status quo, keeping everything in as it is. And if you don't want to change, then fine. We will transcend and build our own cool stuff. It will leave you all behind.
On that note, aloha.
Aloha and a hui ho. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Hawaii Freedom TV. You are Hawaii Freedom TV. Not me. It is everybody. Love you guys. Love you, Mageso. Love you, Vanessa. Love you, Kelei. Get it right, everybody. Say Kelei. Kelei Onalani. The crown of heaven. Aloha.
Bye,
and a
guys.
hui ho. Thank you guys
Aloha.
so much.
Hui ho.
And a hui ho. Now I get to play my outro video. I've been waiting. Hope you guys like it. Transition to there. Find the button over here. Hit play.
She hurt herself.
Oh, that's not it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, get out the car. Get out the car.
Yeah, I had to mix in like little clips throughout the ad video here. The intro, outro. Stop the stream. Thank you, guys. That one is done. Had to get our timing and pacing right. Yeah? Good to see your face on here, Mageso. I guess it's just you and me left, huh?
Well, that's serious.
That is very serious.
Yeah.
So were you able to see how this PowerPoint, this Prezi thing works?
Yeah.
With the
it's a
screen
lot
share?
I go, holy. I'd be lost.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's why people like me are putting together small groups of people who are good with the technical stuff. If you can give us like your knowledge by speaking, then we can find the stuff and build like all the little presentations and then make it into like something that people can learn from.
Good.
Yeah, because like we need more Magesos in the world. We need more Carl Dixes, right? Like if we can just pummel these guys with lots of filings, we can flood them. We can actually lock down the system peacefully that way by just overloading them with cases. They control the flow with their lawyer scam thing, right? But if you don't need a lawyer anymore, like boom.
I said that a long time ago. And it's really locking them up in civil cases, not criminal cases.
Yeah, we don't want to like impede the like actual murderers getting
Well, no,
put away.
no. The fact is, it's a lot easier to litigate a civil case
Oh, is
than
it? Okay.
than it is a criminal case, because the courts are even more entrenched on the criminal side than they are on the civil side.
And they're willing to kill to keep themselves out of
Right.
jail.
So on the
Yeah.
civil side, you're explaining how you're violating people's individual rights.
Mm.
On the criminal side, well, the system's back asswards anyways. We're actually innocent until proven guilty, but
Yeah, it's the opposite around here.
yeah, we're guilty until proven innocent. When is the last time you heard an innocent person have to prove they were innocent?
Right. Yeah. I
It's
had
the
to prove I was innocent with their mask violation crap.
Right.
Yeah.
But soon as you say not guilty, you're kind of agreeing with them that there may be a crime.
Yeah. I'm not even pleading. I don't plead. I'm not on my knees for you. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not going to play that. I will tell you what's up. I'm not pleading. I'm not playing your word games. I better jump. I'm covered in sweat.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. When we start getting down on our knees for another man, and man means woman and man.
Right. Yeah.
Then we've surrendered our allegiance to our Creator.
Right? Yeah, because I stand for the national anthem and I bend the knee either for God or for a fallen soldier, because that fallen soldier went to God in God's time, and that's it.
And when you're doing that, you're actually doing that in a form of prayer.
Right? Yeah. As respect. Yeah, but no living man will ever make me kneel or bow to them.
No. They can't do it without force.
Yeah. Well, and I'm coming to learn these demonic spirits that move them can't do it without our consent. They can't use these guys to force us if we don't consent to it.
2 words. No contract.
Right? Yeah, so I guess that was a good, quicker lesson for Kelei on how to talk to the cops after this. I was like, when I heard she got arrested, I was like, oh, I know what she said, I bet, because I know her too well. And then I saw the video, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's not what I would have said. But, we need the line in the sand, and she chose to do that. I guess that was her soul contract. Maybe she came here for that purpose.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna help her out with a civil lawsuit. A few of them. One will be one based on Title 42, Section 1983, which is the violation of civil rights and the use of excessive force and the deprivation of constitutional rights under the color of law.
Yeah.
So that's the key right there. Why do we have to color law?
Should be black and white, right?
Exactly.
I've been taking notes about what you've been teaching me. Yes, sir.
Everything is black and white.
It very well should be, right? There's no gray area. Men are men, women are women. And if you're wearing titties in a dress, it doesn't make you a woman. It makes you gay.
Okay.
All right. On that note, Mageso, I will let y'all sign off, and I'll wish you a great day, my brother.
Well, we're also going to send a complaint letter to the Department of Justice.
Okay. Yeah, and see, like Carl, Mageso, if it's Pono for your legal process, to be able to take a photo of that or a scan, or like even just make a short video where you point it at the document and you say what it is for like 10 seconds. And if you post that 10-second video on X or on Instagram and you tag Maui Freedom TV, then I'll push everybody else to tag that out too. Because we want people to follow your example and learn from your example too, and like get everybody throwing these things at them.
Yeah.
So yeah, just let me know if you need any help with the technical side of or building the habit. For me, it's building a habit. Because when I started Instagram or X, it's like, oh crap, another app. And I have to do these little habit hacks that I learned when I was teaching kids and their grandparents.
Yep.
So, but yeah, anyway, have a thought on that and let me know. Like, because your legal work plus digital warfare is like unstoppable.
I don't do legal work. I do lawful.
Yeah, sorry,
research.
lawful work. Lawfare plus media fare evens the battlefield. What is it? Equalizes the battlefield? Levels
'cause
the
we're-
playing field. There we go.
We're not part of the bar association. We
Hmm.
don't drink with them.
So are you considering to do what Carl's doing too? Like to go get a bar, like go take the bar?
No way. Never would, never even would consider it. Because I follow the law. I don't follow the
Right,
bar.
okay. Yeah, I know why he wants to do that, like just to strategically go mess with them in their own playing ground. And
I
like
get that.
I think it's entertaining and it's great. It's a great thing. But I also completely understand why you never ever want to do that. Yeah, same
It's
reason why I don't want to get a university degree. I just
Well,
don't respect their system and I don't want to have their stamp on me.
Right. And that's why when you and I talk, don't say I'm doing legal work, because in
Right.
their world, you're practicing law without a license.
Right. Okay. Yes. That was a flub.
I do lawful research
Lawful research. Yes.
of the laws that are on the books.
Yeah. We don't do any legal work. We're not working. We're playing word games. We get better at the word games than you guys.
And just like Kelei, she wasn't driving; she was
Traveling in her automobile.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she was on foot at that time.
Yeah. Not even in her land vessel. It's called a land vessel.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. All right. Love you, McGaso. Have a fantastic day. Let's talk soon. And yeah, let me know if you ever need. We can just do a pop-up episode or podcast recording real quick for an update or whatever it is. Yeah.
I'm getting ready to announce my candidacy for mayor
Okay.
in Kauai.
All right. Well, yeah, let me know if you want to do a video of it and we can help spread it that way.
The platform's going to be Kauai first.
Okay. Yep.
And anybody wants to be a Kauai first candidate, we will help out.
Well, I
As
hope
long
we
as-
can get Ralph on the ticket at some point.
As long as they're putting the people of Kauai first.
Yeah.
And every
Shoot.
island should do that. It should be
McGaso,
Oahu
if
first.
you know how many crews Ralph has on Kauai? Like, dude, he's running like 5 or 6 crews at the same time, it seems. And he's got a lot of employees that are like good people. And if we could convince 5 or 10 of those guys and like to just go for it, and then the rest of the team to vote for them, that would sway everything.
Yep. It would be nice to go in as a team,
Right?
saying I'm running with these 7 council members who want to run.
Yeah. Go in with a full slate and, you know, not necessarily let everybody know that they came from the same network or whatever. Because, like, yeah, there's a few really good people on Kauai. They just need to know, like, who they can trust.
Well, they know the system's corrupt, and
Right.
and they know I'm against corruption. So.
I need to publish that interview that I got at the courthouse last time when Ralph went pro se. You were there, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, so you saw that couple that had been disenfranchised by the same judge, yeah? That their case was after ours.
Yep.
Yeah, I got their names and their interview and their contact, but I haven't published any of that yet. I'm just overloaded. But yeah, I'll end up publishing that and maybe see if we can get in touch with them. And it's
They had asked me to look at their case there. I haven't even got time to look at that yet.
right. Well, I'm thinking people like that are ones that you want on your slate.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're living off grid, they're battling the same demons that we are. Like those might be a good couple. And then the younger guy, Forrest, Hawaiian guy, or maybe Hawaiian mix, he's I actually encouraged Ralph to start working more closely with him because he's got a successful account on Instagram called hi.caliber, like hi.caliber. If you look on Instagram, you see he reposted some of Ralph's stuff and it was getting thousands of views. So I said to Ralph, like, connect with this dude on the down low, get 1 or 2 like millennials or younger people to build like a media team around you. And Ralph's been doing it. So like, yeah, that's one guy on Kauai as well that is a real solid, like, American patriot, but also like Hawaiian guy.
Sounds great.
Very funny mix of like mentalities here in Hawaii.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't get into battles with that crazy Wahine lady.
Oh, no, I'm not actually trying to battle her. I'm using her platform for free publicity. And like, I always say nice things to her too, you know. I put her in check, but it's always with aloha. So she can't really attack me very hard. Otherwise, she looks really bad.
Yes, I made some comments after.
Yeah, I saw that. Thank you for the backup. I was alone there for a few days and like, oh crap, are they going to send somebody after me? Because I'm the only guy there. But then pretty soon everybody else started chiming in. So I got a little bit of cover fire now and she's focused on someone else.
Yeah, well, I just kind of veiled it. So I don't think she was 100% sure where I was coming from.
Yeah, that's a good curveball for her. And like based on her facial,
don't know the words they're speaking. They don't know the constitutions. They don't know shit.
Right. Well, and I think like my gut's telling me that Sheila Medeiros and Art Hanneman put her up to that, and that she's a Hawaiian Haira.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because her facial expression when she denied it on video, like, what do you mean? Are they paying me? And it's like, okay, yeah, you're guilty as shit, dude. I can feel it in your face. I took this program called Facial Action Coding System from Dr. Paul Ekman. They made a TV show about it called Lie to Me, where like they developed a system for lie detection that the CIA and the FBI all use. And yeah, I could copy it for you if you want. I'm sure you've been around long enough already. You can smell bullshit just on the face, right? Or in the voice.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're very young still, Migeso, but I know you're wise. You're wise for your age, Migeso.
I'm getting younger every day. What are you talking about?
That's right. God bless you.
I'm regenerating.
Right? Right? Yeah, you got the quantum field going on. You know what's up with this interdimensional existence.
So yeah,
I'm channeling that energy as well, and I do feel it in myself as well. Like, I'm not kidding about that. I think that aging and death are optional.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus said, like, the kingdom of God is within you, and we can all do these things, right?
It's a mindset.
Yeah. All right, I'll stop talking your ear off. Love you so much. Thank you for everything you're doing. Let's keep in touch. And, yeah, let me know if you need anything.
Have a great day.
You
Love
too.
You too.
Ahui ho. I don't know. Okay, here. I know how to hang up this time. Bye.